Alright, welcome back to Nick Lenz Comic Corner, Classic Less Non Classic. This is episode 3248, double shot number 3142. Both these trades are technically trades for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yep. First one is a crossover mini-series with Usagi Yojimbo, Wherewhen. This was Usagi's first appearance published by IDW. And fun fact, this miniseries, along with volumes 32 and 33 of the Usagi Yojimbo Trade X that we reviewed, were all collected in Usagi Yojimbo Saga Book 9. And just by sheer coincidence, the app I'm using just happens to have those three separate trades, so I don't have to do volume 9. Yep. So in this book, basically, the Turtles go back in time, go to Usagi's dimension, where, because he's basically a robot in the future, he goes back and focuses on Turtles for a little bit, and then they run into some samurai, which one looks like a rabbit. They think that one's Usagi, but that's actually not Usagi. That's actually his cousin. Also in this timeline, the thief Katsuri is actually Dean's wife. So they basically arrive in the future of Usagi Yojimbo. There's a joke of a Johiro who actually is Usagi's son, and is pointed out by Leonardo, like, you look like you could be Usagi's son. They both laugh it off because it's actually true. And the thing is, they both kind of know each other. Usagi doesn't know Johiro is his son, and Johiro doesn't know Usagi is his father, but they can't confirm it to each other, per se, for some reason. Also, he's a general in this book, but by the way, the whole book is written and drawn by Stan Sakai. And this book probably did so well, published. My guess is the only reason why IDW brought him in to get Usagi in, because they really wanted to do this book. I think there was also previously a one-shot published that did feature these two characters, these two series crossed with each other. This is technically the second one in IDW because it was a one-shot published prior to this one. And then this layer led to this full-fledged miniseries because the one shot probably sold for IDW really well. So, because Turtles does really well in IDW, I guess he figured, hey, can you come to IDW to do a miniseries? And eventually this book was apparently so successful that Usagi was published by IDW for the next 3 years. Yes, but for the start of the IDW run for Usagi, this was really, really good. And I give Team of Turtles, Usagi Yojimbo, Wherewhen, a 10 out of 10. Of course, the book does have with Turtles back on time, but it's a very interesting glimpse into the future. There's, of course, basically Tomoe there, but she's not basically I am with, of course, Usagi, but she has worked for the same panda. Next one is another Team of Team book. It's Team of Turtles Adventures. Now, why do I say this one interesting? By the way, this is Team of Turtles Adventures, Volume 6. This contains issues 21 and 22 of the ongoing series for this one, along with the Mutanimals spin-off book. Yes, I included that in here as well. This two-part story for the main one, it is mostly put just to return of Shred of the series. It's just reestablishing him as the main villain of the series with Krang. It takes a bit of time, but they do reestablish it with little computer stuff. But yeah, first starts with a little computer thing, and then the next issue, eventually Shredder himself does, and eventually actually shows up in this issue. Yeah, Shredder returns. First time since issue 10 of this book. Yep, and it's a quick little two-parter involving the Shredder, which is probably what the readers probably wanted. The Shredder's basically traveling around South America for several issues. They probably did that because the Turtles decided to have a side scene when they went to Europe for 8 episodes. Yes. And then you would think, oh, maybe they'll have more issues of book in here. Nope. For some reason, the trade paperback decided to include this. The Mighty Mutanimals book. Yep. this 3-issue miniseries set in this continuity, which of course the writer decided, of course, by the way, these books are published by IDW, and they decided to randomly throw in this book in there because, my personal theory, it was probably being published by IDW at this point. It was probably published by them, so they probably have the license to publish this book, so they included the very first miniseries for this one. Yes, the very first one, because there is a second volume of this book. Yes, there is. Except that is 7 issues. Yep, 7 issues. Yep, and it's mostly put the Mighty Animals from the main book. It's their serious adventures with guest appearance by April O'Neil. Yeah, the Turtles are kind of there, but they're not the main focus of the book. It's all about the Minute Animals. And who are the Minute Animals in here? Yeah, Monterey. Let me look around here what these guys' names are. Let's see. Well, I think it's, let's see, Mighty Animals. You have Monterey, Dreadman, Widget, Screw Loose. Okay, let's do this here. So, okay, so the Arch Incarnation is comprised of Ray Flint, Dreadman, Jaguar, Mondo, Leatherhead, Wignot, and Screwloose. And this was, like I said, their very first miniseries they actually had. Yep, the very first one. Lasts only 3 issues. They did have an ongoing, which apparently, from what I heard, got canceled due to low sales. Yeah, and they are part of the main continuity for the Turtles. Yep, but that's pretty much the book in a whole nutshell. It's all about turtles, it's about new animals, go on a little series, has a little adventure on this island. The Turtles are here mostly, but they're here to help establish the Mighty Animals as their own separate thing. But good book overall. I give this book roughly an 8 out of 10. Okay, so that is pretty much it for this particular video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next up, basically, we have is Doctor Who. Okay,